Alright. We're we're trying to get back into Skyrim. Uh Let me know how my audio is. If you guys can hear it. It's for some reason the bitrate's showing what it is. I have no drop frames. I just want to make sure everything's working right. Actually, let me turn my phone on real quick. Alright, it's coming through the app. So that's good. Um Of course, I've got the audio here turned all the way down. This is where I'm going to need to figure out where the adjustments come in. We should be good. It may be a little bit loud. Let me turn the master down just a bit more. Feels like ages since I've played this. We'll leave it right about there, I guess. Just down, just a tad. It's loud in the cave. Kaldor Thorn. He is my Breton. He is a Reachman. He is an interesting character. And I'm not 100% sold on. I saw this outfit. I have the fixes for it. I was gonna use the HDT variant, but the HDT variant is a little messed up. Extudo has the fixes, and I guess, well, you'll see with the headpiece here, the feathers that are in it, which look really cool up close. But then when you get further away, it's almost like, hey, there they are. Hey, Drasky. Surprised you're playing this and not Oblivion. Oh, you can hear me. Awesome, awesome. Appreciate it, dude. I'll give you a shout out. Yeah, no, I've seen a lot of gameplay of Oblivion, and Oblivion was my first experience into the Elder Scrolls in general. I then went back and played Morrowind, and then around the same time Skyrim was coming out, and I'm like, oh, a new Bethesda, a new Elder Scrolls game, awesome. Of course, I picked that up, and the rest is history. We all know what happened. So Kaldor's, I tried to make him older. Let's do a Suxum too, right? Is that gonna work? I gave him the most wrinkled face that I can think of, with green eyes. I wanted him to have green eyes, and I wanted his beard to be scraggly, but I didn't want it to be grayed necessarily. I'm picturing him somewhere around 60 years, but he's in pretty good health. We can attribute the magic to that. He's in pretty good health for his age, for 60-year-old. Part of the Reach tribe here at Trudock, as you can see. The rest of the Reachmen are here. Embers look fantastic. Let me go back to him. Yeah, and I'm not. I saw this gear. This got released, and like, I don't know, 2-3 weeks ago. And there's been like, variations of it and color changes and whatnot. But here's the one issue I have. So with the non-HDT version, can you see the issue? But there's really no getting around it. It's just how it was made. So I'm a little less concerned with that. I think for what it is, it's fantastic. This obviously has Extudo's fixes, and this is the non-HDT option as well. Because, like I said, I tried the HDT, but for whatever reason, when I sat down, his legs from the knees, like up to the like from the knee up to the thigh, went invisible. So like he had knees to his feet on the ground. Here, I'll do it here so you can see it. Um, I'll pull the console up. Hard to see. So like from the knees, see where my cursor's going? You could see that, right? But then like this inner part here, like his inner thigh, would disappear. So we're going with that. And like I said, he's part of the Reach tribe. We are starting off at level 1. So I don't have any perks in anything. He's level 1. The only things you see me with are stuff I took during the disparity creation for his character class. And to kind of show you what I went over, because I know this is what gets asked me, and I even get it. I even get it over on YouTube sometimes when I do the disparity class selection. Basically, his class is, I call it a Reach Vagabond, because essentially that's what he is. He's sort of like like, out of all the Reach nomads, he's like a nomad's nomad. Meaning, he'll go from tribe to tribe, and they're nomadic people anyway. They're also very territorial, but they're basically known as a nomadic sect of Bretons. So what I did, specialize into, well, he's going to be using magic, but not in the traditional way. But we are going to start with some, right? And then because of that, his primary attribute is going to be health. So I got that nice buff to my health. And then, of course, we took intelligence for a secondary, so I've got a little less casting cost, some magic regen right off the bat, 10%, which is okay, and a very, very small margin to negate spell damage, but that 5% may come in handy later on. And then, of course, these are his skills. We've got Conjuration and Block being the two main. Well, I should say main. They're not the main, but they have the most into them out of the 100 points, right? And everything else I try to keep at 15. The stuff I know I'm going to use, right? And then, of course, for spells, Candlelight, EC Oak Flesh, Conjure Familiar, he has all three. Being, I guess, an aged man, you would think that he would know at least the basics of all three destruction schools. But we're gonna specialize into the lightning magic. And then, of course, a little bit of healing. He's got basic healing, and he can cast a ward. Something we may spec into. And then as far as, like, these are his player traits. His weight I put right in the center. I did give him the Lady Standing Stone from the start, which means when we get into combat, I don't know if this is going to activate, but we should get a Lunar Familiar based on what Andromeda does. You could ignore the morning clothes. They're supposed to say Mourner's clothes, but I think the name changed. But it didn't matter, because that's not what we're wearing anyway. And yeah, you could see the stats. Magic is actually, it is lower, but I have an amulet that you get in here. What's up, Haster? Yeah, well, Disparity's fantastic. Disparity's absolutely fantastic. There he is. And I also have the one with the mask, which, you know, there's a couple variants. I still have the one with the cloak. There we go. Now, I'm not sure what I'm gonna do. I'm probably gonna wear the other one, since I'm not running the physics, right? Like it's got what little movement physics it's got anyway. And I was playing around with these yesterday. We're probably just gonna get a regular cloak at some point. The woodland robes, yeah. Yeah, the only... Oh, your exhaustion. Yeah, don't worry about that. Yeah, the only thing with this set, Haster, let me show you. I'll sit down and you'll be able to see instantly. Right there. See where his hands go inside the... Yeah. Just you know, and like I said, the physics version does not fix that. It sort of makes it worse. Because it not only do your hands do that, but they're flapping around all over the place. So it's just, you know, a byproduct of what looks to be the way the I guess the Hunters one from Immersive Armors did the same. Do you remember that set? It was only a 3-piece set. I think it was the gloves, the boots, and the chest piece. It didn't come with a headpiece. It was that green, it was like tartan. Looks like it could be used for like a scout or a ranger, or just like a standard Nord adventure. It was light armor, I believe. That's it. That's the name. That one too. Smokeless Joe, welcome in. Welcome in. So that's what I gave him, and then of course for right now we've got this, and then he's got I gave him the Goblin Staff. He'll use other staves, but this is just what I'm starting him with. He is a Reachman, he's a Forester, so I gave him the Goblin Shaman Staff of Sparks. So a very, very basic staff. You could ignore the arrows, you could ignore... He will likely not use this. I did give him a short sword. This is the Forsworn. But, like with all things, he likely won't use it very, very much. So there he is, Kaldor. And like I said, Kaldor is about 60, but he took pretty good care of himself. I'll show you what else I'm rocking here. I did give him a backpack to start. You'll notice without it, my carry weight's at 135. Remember this now, Episode 1 viewers. When that carry weight gets up into the 400s, it starts off really low. It doesn't automatically start at 300. It's like we're playing Requiem, except a little bit higher carry weight than Requiem. Not much. Maybe by like, 25 points, give or take. But not much. So yeah, he's got a backpack, and that only brings us up to 185. Now, I do have another belt-worn one, which shows right there. Actually fits pretty nice. But I'm not going to wear it yet because I don't know if we're gonna carry that much stuff. Also, I might need your help with how to ESL if I plug in. Oh, you hit the limit, Haster. I got you covered, buddy. You're on Special Edition still, right? Well, it's Special Edition Anniversary. Hold on, let me see if I can tab out. Alright. Do this. You've got SSC Edit installed, right? You're on 1597? Alright, you can use this. Have you already... Oh, so you probably already ran the Ready script, right? To auto ESL everything? Let me see if I can get to set ESL.
You subscribe rather well for a murderer.
Yo.
That's good. You'll need
a
clear conscience for what I am about to show.
Duff. 10 months, buddy. Welcome in. Welcome in. Alright, Haster, so we'll do this first. It's the Ruddy 88 ESLify. This. Let me copy this. Let me just make sure. I think the only thing you need is SSC edit. It says Fallout 4 edit for Fallout, obviously, but um, grab this one. It's literally in a manual download. It's a script that when you load up all your plugins, you are gonna run Ruddy 88. It's the bat file. Just follow the directions here. It's really easy to do. However, an easier way to do it is this set ESL script. You've already got SSE edit in. You don't need to add anything. Go to Lexi's finishing line right here. Right? I'll paste this in too. Because this works even better. Because you don't have to add anything. You don't have to worry about, nothing like that. It's already existing. So this little section, and it's in the finishing line. So if you go to Now We Make It Work, finishing line is the middle one. And then you're just going to navigate contents. It's right at the beginning to set ESL. Follow these instructions here, and you're fine. But if you'd rather use Ruddy, because that's what we used on 1597, but you have to add it in. It's a separate script that you have to run. It's real quick. It only takes a couple seconds. But this set ESL I think works better because you don't have to add anything else in. You've already got SSC edit. You're basically just copying SSC edit 64 and you're renaming it this, and you're putting in sudo ESL for the argument. That's literally it. And then you run it. You run it right from MO2's dropdown. It's an executable. So, and then it obviously takes you to SSE edit. You load all your plugins up like you would normally, and just apply the script. You would choose set ESL because that's what's going to pop up. That's literally what you're doing. But that's with the current version of SSE edit. I don't know. So if you're running an older SSE edit, you may want to stick with Ruddy's. Either one is going to work, and they're both going to auto ESLify anything that would anything that you could manually just flag as ESL. Nothing that you're going to be able to compact. Because if you're in the middle of a play, compacting form IDs is like a bad move. You're going to corrupt your save doing that. The safe way to do it is just if you can ESLify it. That's safe to do. I mean, you don't really have to worry about anything else. But yeah, those are the two ways. And Michael does have a... Here, geez, let me open this up. I'll mute that. So if you do run... This is still valid for this. Okay. So there we go. So have at it. you've got some stuff to do. So, what else do we give to Keldor here? Yeah, you find this here, and I forgot that this was even in this place. The Briarheart Amulet. Magicka by 40 and health by 50. This is, you can't see it on me. Notice I took the Reachman's map. We're Reachman. We should be able to see our own kind. Yeah, we could see any of the redoubts. Obviously, the Cart Spire's there. Sundered Towers. This is where we are. We're at True Dock. It's our safe haven. It will be a safe haven for us. We're eventually going to get arrested. That's likely what's going to happen. I believe starting out as a Reachman, you I don't know if you have a bounty. Let's see here. What's it under? General stats, right? You can tell it's been a while since I've played. Yeah. So you start off with the... I believe this is different, but because of the tweaks, we start off with a 2,000 septum bounty in the Reach. I picked a lock in here, by the way. But we don't have any actual crimes. Just that we're a member of the Forsworn faction. So so we took that. I don't really have anything else. I've got let's see, hunger's at 14. I do have to adjust that. Let me see, because I've got Sunhelm going, and I forgot to adjust this while I was doing some testing. My need settings. So we'll half everything. I leave everything else on, except I turned off the cannibalism. Cold is going to be handled by Frostfall. We are going to turn that on at some point, probably today. I just want to make sure my displays are in first person. They should be. N is my hotkey. Yep. Toggle first person notifications. And I've got my X offset, my Y offset to the bottom right, and it's alpha and color based. And cannibalism is off now. The nice thing is that there is a new mod, a new addition to Sunhelm. So that you can now refill at the wells. I believe it was already with that mod, but it never worked right. What it would do is it would refill, but it would give you like jugs that weighed 9. And it was really inconvenient when you would go to do that, and all you would really want to do is fill up your water skins. But somebody created a mod. I'm not sure who the author is, and it was added in to the setup as well, because Sunhelm is still the one that's being run. Complete alchemy and crafting. No, there was some incompatibilities between, I think, that and Sunhelm's just the water mechanics specifically. But that's been taken care of now. Remember how, like, if you use the old I need, it gave you the skins, and you could just go up to the buckets that it added in, and you could fill them there, and a little pop-up would be, do you want to drink out of it, or do you want to fill them? And you could choose whichever you wanted to do, or you could do both. Can I screenshot my Sunhelm? Oh, yeah. Needs, I'll print screen this, but you know that this rate is whatever you like it to be, and that's all that's down here. Cold, I don't have anything because, there's nothing there. And I don't have anything, like I said, Frostfall handles that, but I just screenshot these 3 for you, Hester. I think the way they're going to be doing is, the one that Chesko worked on before he stopped doing any type of mods, Last Seed. They've been doing a lot of testing with Last Seed. So I'm not sure if that's the way that things are going to eventually start to go. But see, we have enough that we can... Yeah, Keldor's his lunar familiar. And I haven't really decided if I like the open face or the closed face yet. Like I said, I have both. I'm thinking the open face. As cool as this is to look at, I would rather see his face. Right, that, see? And it's gonna get a warmth rating. Like I said, I've got the fixes in. So let me just make sure my FOV is saved. Now I don't have a woodcutter's axe. What are you doing, buddy? And I went looking all through here, and I don't think anybody here has one.
Good afternoon. Need something?
No. Did I TM everything? No. Okay. She's apparently... Oh, I can't take the huh.
What can I do for you?
And we're gonna need... Oh, there. Torch. We need a torch. We're actually gonna be using these. Okay. So, you guys know, starting in the Reach is no easy feat. We may die. We may die a lot. We may die hard. Because things were getting Oh, yeah, absolutely, Hester. Absolutely. So here he is. So like I said, he's about 60. He's magically gifted, but not in the ways that you would think. Hence the staves. And of course, you see the shield that he's carrying. Wow. I forgot what E and B looks like. Do I want to keep... We'll keep the ambient occlusion on. Do we want the bloom on? I don't think I do. Let's save. I usually turn Papa Snack, welcome in. George. How's it going? That ESL thingamabob was yeah, it is, Hester. It's immediate. It's so convenient. Absolutely convenient. So he doesn't really have any objective, right? We're just gonna live in the Reach and see what happens. And there's people over there. I don't really think we want to necessarily go towards the people, but he will keep his familiar out often. Wow. Yeah, it's... Let me see here. What are we getting? About 108 frames. It's been it's literally been months since I've played with an E and B. For those of you that were around when I was doing my last 3 characters on my own setup with Requiem, you'll remember I was using the community shaders. And once I put Stag's Lost EMP back in, I immediately realized why I love it so much. For as nice as the shaders are, they still can't really touch E and B. Specifically his. His is very lightweight. Very, very lightweight. If you're wondering why I'm dicking around, I'm getting reused to the the controls. It's been a while. It's been about, I don't know, what would you say? 5 months since I've 5 months since I've done Lexi's. Since I've done anything other than my own setup. And I've been playing mostly Requiem, so this is Zenyrim again, thankfully. Yeah, welcome in, guys. Welcome in. So is he like a woodland shaman? He's more. So his class is a Reach Vagabond. Let me show you. I'll go into disparity. Disparity is what handles the classes. It's a fantastic class-driven mod. You could choose from existing classes. You can make your own, which is obviously what I did. Your class will show up once you make it. You make it on the class selection page, and everything else takes place here, right? So obviously it says name it, so you name it whatever you like, or you can choose from one of the existing classes, but their skills, their specializations, their traits, they're all set. So you really want to get, unique with it, make your own. So we've specialized in magic. And you can see on the bottom what it does, just a little bit faster increase in learning. I gave him health to start because we're not going to be using magic traditionally. I mean, we will be, but he's going to be relying on staves for his magic. He's elderly. He's about 60, I would say. When I was writing a little bit about him, so I'd say he's about 60. So it's not like he's a younger mage that's going to be, you know, constantly slinging fireballs. He just doesn't have that in him. So while I am going to be putting points into magicka here and there, we're going to be putting a lot into health directly, and we're going to be putting some into stamina as well. But I did give him the health one to start, and of course intelligence, because he is going to need this, and this is going to help our cost. It basically acts as a Breton on top of a Breton. I'm doing well, George. Yeah, good to see you. Welcome in. Yeah, things here are well. Okay, so what I do with the SSE edit cache. The cache you can add to your SSE edit, if you have SSE edit cache file, you could turn it into a mod, so that way anytime you have cache, you could just throw it in there. Or you could do this, Haster. This is what I recommend. Let me pause this. Let me tab out. In the SSE edit tool, create a cache folder. You're gonna take this. You're gonna copy this after the cache. See, this is all of my cache. This is what makes SSE edit speed up, and it goes like lightning quick for me. Right? For a lot of people, they're sitting there waiting for their plugins to load up. Mine do it like maybe 3 seconds, and I have 1,700 plugins load up. All right. So this is any cache that it's generated, but you don't have that cache folder by default. You have to create this. So mine may look a little different than yours. This is the, I believe, version 4.1.5. And I believe the one that I put in Karn's server is the experimental for Oblivion. Well, I'm busy too. Yeah, work in the morning. Attending vocational school in the afternoon. Oh, nice, nice. So you have 415F. Okay. It should be the same. It should be the same for 415F. As long as you create that cache folder. Actually, let me see if I can find you the exact. Because you're going to need an exact argument. I know Lexi has it on her page. I just can't remember it off the top of my head. It's going to be right in the beginning here. So, 415F. Okay. So, you know with 415F, you're going to have to do these. Because you're going to have X dump. And you're going to have all these other funny things in there. This is for 4K monitors. Which I don't think you have, but... these top instructions you're probably going to want to do for 415F. And then let me see here. These other scripts, these other SSE edit scripts that go in there, I actually recommend you add them in, even if you're not going to use them a lot, except for the Wiko cleanup script. Unless you're using Wiko, you don't need this. But the rest of them, yeah, absolutely. The Test5 edit scripts, absolutely grab that. Mater's Xedit patching framework, absolutely grab that. And this is just as simple as going here, hitting code, download zip, and then manually adding it to your edit scripts folder. There's a few other. The Dark Face issue reporter is another one that I recommend. It just helps with figuring out who in your game is actually has the face gen bug. Obviously, you're going to want to follow instructions here, even though it pertains to her guide. You still need an output where it's going to go. So obviously, you know, Darkface Collector is what she has it named. You could probably name yours something else if you wanted to, so you recognize it. But these need to be true in the ini. And then on this, I believe there's an ignore ini, which you probably won't need. Or you can modify this as you like. Mine's not modified. And then there's just some other tools there. But yeah, you'll be fine, Hester. You cut and pasted the cache. Oh yeah, then you're fine. If you already cut and pasted it, then you're fine. Yep. So yeah, so he's got some. He can use some basic spells. These are the spells that I gave him to start. I figured with his age and the fact that he's a Breton, he's a little more attuned with conjuration, because we are going to be using Atronox. He is going to use a little bit of necromancy, but I'm not gonna go too crazy with it. He'll raise the body if he absolutely has to. That's not beneath him. He just doesn't have the spell right now. Something I was going to purchase, but wards, we may use wards. Right? If I go into skills, even though we're not going to be using destruction magic traditionally, I am still going to go up this path to make my staves a little bit better. Right? To power them. And we're going to go up here to probably robes of the Magi. So this to make this, because this applies to your staff magic as well. And then we're going to take shock. He's gonna be using shock magic. A little bit weaker to the other ones, but he's not really going to be casting the other ones. And pretty much everything is weak to shock magic. Restoration. We'll probably go up to. I'll probably take false light at some point. Dual casting. These are things he'll cast himself. I don't know if it's worth casting for the wards. Although once you really start getting up here, mage wards are super useful, more so than a shield. So this may be something we do. They also reduce incoming attack damage by 40%. 20% for wards generated by Spellbreaker and Mage Ward. So sorry, Mage Ward's all the way up the top. Casting a spell also raises a ward that increases AR and negates 100 points of spell damage. So I don't know, we might. But I think in the beginning, yeah, see how Warrior's Flame? We'll probably take this one as well. The other tree obviously is going to be Alteration. You guys know the standard with Alteration. We'll go Mage Armor all three because we're going to need it. I considered going Vancian with him, but then he'd just be like any other Vancian mage. Yeah, he is, George. But he's going to use a heavy shield and staves. So obviously the main skill here is enchanting, which I didn't perk because enchanting, you can learn it so easily in the beginning. It was a waste of points. Staff Channeler. I need to get this to 30, like ASAP. So we're going to have to train because I've got experience and the uncapper running and you know, you don't gain levels the same way. Now when I level up I can put points into my skills, but it's just much easier to do the training. But in the beginning not so much. Life is a level 1 mage. Oh, my thirst is increasing, right? How thirsty am I? Well, we're tired. We're definitely tired. A dwarven light mage hood. And a sword. And a crystal that we don't know what to do with. So I can't play Skyrim on my potato laptop. Can't handle mods. You can run the anniversary version. It's like having a few mods. Should be able to handle that, right? You get the extras from there. I know it's not like having mods like this, but you're getting a new PC this year? I heard a few people were, you know, that they're, you know, in the same groups, like the same circle and everything. Or they're all looking to splurge on a gaming PC this year. But with the wow, nice. It's a nice addition. Oh, you mean Oblivion? I think Oblivion's getting an update, or it's supposed to. I think it happened in Karn's server, because I think he's got that like Bethesda bot or whatever it is, and it said we finally got a card. Look at that, our first card. Dwarven armor, huh? And we're encumbered already. Which means Magus, throw the little pack on. That's how quickly we get encumbered. Oh yeah, I totally forgot what this looks like. Can't get in, huh? I may play with the gamma just to brighten it up a little bit. Otherwise, it's looks pretty good. Of course, it is evening time right now. We're tired and we're definitely thirsty. And the problem with being thirsty is that we have a bounty. I do have some water. But we are definitely tired. Yeah, thirst is now at 0. Okay. Hunger's at 0. We're just tired now. We have food. And that is one thing I do like. I can easily go to staff and shield from before, from 2 spells. There's the wolf. Gotta remember he's not a young buck anymore. Can't be necessarily jumping off cliffs, right? So I was thinking a 5070 Ti graphics card is not so. I honestly have no idea what the 50 series are going for. I know the 5090, or is it the 5080? One of them's like $2,500? Is that right? That's ridiculous. And I don't even know like what the specs are of the other one. This is like the first NVIDIA series that I just haven't. And I guess they did like what AMD did a couple generations ago. They like oversold the performance versus like what it actually is. There's a matron.
Did you hear something?
Uh-oh. We may not survive this. Let me see. Check my spells out. Sparks is on what? We'll put on 7. Torch will go on 8.
You won't get the best of me! Oh!
Yeah, it's her that I'm worried about. Not part of my tribe. Yeah.
What was that?
Oh, there's another one. Maybe time for me to go. Let's get the hell out of here. Yeah, so using the skills will increase them. What did I just say about the mountains? Don't jump down the mountains, Magus. Jeez. So a 5070 Ti. So here in 5090 has over. Wow.
Stop right there.
What do you want?
You have quite the bounty on your head in the Reach.
We don't have any money.
You pay me, and I see that your name is cleared.
Well, I don't have the gold.
Then you are worth more to me dead.
Well, that's definitely gonna happen.
Milk drinker. Victory is yours.
There we go. Does he have a cloak? Hey, resist frost and another. We'll take that. I'll take that. How does he? It looks pretty good with that cloak. This one, see, this one's better. That actually goes pretty good with the outfit. All right. Where were we going? We were going down this way. But my wolf decided he didn't want to be. He didn't want to be my wolf anymore. Oh, and I believe I gotta fix the water. Let me see here. Should probably, yeah. There it is, water. There we go. See it? Watch it. See the water? Disable distant reflection. Activate that if you're running water for E and B with loss. The bounty collector. Let me go find out. We'll click on him and see. Oh no, that's still the Hack Raven, and oh, he's being wrapped up in synthesis. Base from unknown. It's one of those mods that, see where it says ref ID? It starts with FF. FF means that it's something that it's probably from like one of the SPID mods or one of the distribution lists. Because what they do is, if it's got an FF and it's unknown, typically this is something that starts at game runtime, meaning it's in your load order, but it doesn't have a plugin to reference. Otherwise, the plugin would show up underneath here, and then it says base/change by. So technically, he's wrapped up in a plugin, which is my synthesis output, but it's likely something from one of the form lists or like one of the SPID mods. You don't look happy either, buddy. Alright. He's not happy. Did that not save? I don't think it saved. Yeah, I should probably save my edits, right? Don't just apply the changes, save the configuration. Save, then apply. That's weird that it doesn't have the name of Headhunter. Alright, there we go. Yeah, that's another thing with the first person. Yeah, let me turn the gamma up a little bit. Turn the day brightness up. I'll definitely turn the night brightness up to 10. We'll leave that alone. Maybe we put this at 125. Oh, no, that's okay, Aster. Don't worry about it. Yeah, I set the limit at 143, but yeah, let me do that. Let me save my. I forgot that I set because I have a 144 hertz refresh monitor. So you always want to set it one below your refresh rate. So if you've got a 60 hertz monitor, you would set it to 59 FPS. If you have a 265, you'd set it to 264. So there we go. So now when I hit it, yeah, we're at 143.1. So yeah, the other thing with this too is, as you can see, The first person. I mean,
That was a close one.
they're okay. So what's going on with that spider?
I don't know, but this place is full
What's
of
up,
them.
Wandering?
Everyone I've encountered has been enchanted or the like.
Welcome
Look, I'm
in,
getting
welcome
out
in.
of here. Normally spiders make my skin crawl, but magic spiders?
Magic spiders, he says. I wonder if we could we use? Oh, we could sell that. Definitely. Oh, he wasn't kidding, huh? He will sneak around. I will say that. And like I said, if this gets weird in first person, like this is with the fix mod in, by the way. I am going to be in first person, but see how like his two hands do this? It's not as bad. But see, like I said, he can use a little bit of magic. This is probably not a good place to come early, huh? Except if you want potions. Did the dog get through? He does good work. Go get him. He's over here. Damn poisons. Alright, let's save. One puzzle that we obviously do not know. Is the sound lagging a bit? Could be. Let me see here. Try a yeah, it's, you know, it was saying it was unstable before. Let's see if I can get to OBS. I haven't dropped frames. But Twitch's bitrate has been... Here, let me... I'm gonna put this back to what it was. I think there was at 4,500. Spiders are great at using the web. This puzzle is such a pain in the butt. There we go. I can never remember it offhand. You want to get in there, buddy? He does not. He said no. Ring of the Viper Eye. We don't have a ring. Movement speed by 10 and magic resist by 15. We'll put that on. Cornalis's note. This ring I took off at Traveler is amazing. Seems to be Akaviri in origin. It has generous magical properties. It would be the smaller specimens cannot survive the infusion process. Application of the serum results in a short burst of elemental energy, followed by death. I'll have to change the formula before trying again. The larger subjects, however, have taken to the transformation nicely. For now, they are stored away in their pens until I could examine them further. Interesting. Oh boy. That's no bueno. He's a big boy. Dying. That's weird. My sound is, Oh, there it is. Alright. There are more. You remember Couch Warrior tried to solve this back in the day while playing Etienne. Yeah, it's probably one of the harder puzzles in the game. For sure. There we go. Our first official level up. Let's throw it into health. And I got 2 perks, baby. One. Oh. wasn't too enchanting. 1. Goes into alteration. Nice. So you're around 30% magic res. 15 being your racial, 15 from the ring. Yeah. Let's check this out. This is what I have right now. Ring of the Viper Eye, 15%. We don't have the Grail yet, but this just shows up in here. We have the cloak on, so frost is 31%. Magic is 47. Overall, nothing for poison and shock or fire. But magic in general, we're at 47%. So yeah, as a Breton, 15%. And then we get a 25% spell absorption when magic's low. So in the early going, if your magic's low, it's not that bad. And we're quenched, so stamina's up there. Stones of Galen regenerate 5 points of magicka per second, even while casting. Lots of, Yo, a painted shield.
Welcome to the Brotherhood.
Yo. Soul Razor. Appreciate the follow. Welcome in. Welcome in. Is that a better shield than what we have? I don't know. Kind of the same. Same weight and everything, too. You know we're gonna be dealing with Nutty in the last chamber. He's either gonna yo. Well, there's the. Do we need a pickaxe? We need a woodcutter's axe. That's what I need. Yeah, Orc does make a pretty good warrior. Of course, there's a woodcutter's axe. We are gonna need that. A fork and a knife, huh? We already have potatoes. I have food, so it's not a huge deal. Let's drop a save.
Let's see if this works. Perhaps some more glow dust in the next batch of potions. That should increase their resistance.
Nice, we just got robes of all the things.
Huh? What? How did you get this far?
Yeah, he's not going to be fun.
I'll see.
Damn. Like one shot of that and I'm foobarred. There. That would be a good time for the sword, huh? Like I said, we do have it. We have a dwarven sword. Yeah. Dead. What'd I tell you? One shot. I may have gotten myself into a, yeah, I may have gotten myself into a death loop. Let me quit out. Because I'm gonna have to reload it. You'd be curious to try a necro build with summons. They're fun. The summons work better than the raised minions. Raised minions are some of the most unpredictable as far as like pathing and when you raise them, are they actually gonna do what you want them to do? Meaning they're not gonna walk in place. There's some fixes and there's some ways to avoid that happening. That's happened to pretty much everybody since this game is just, you know, the way that it is. But if they have an active effect on them when they die, they'll carry on that active effect until the timer for the effect runs out. So if you raise them before that, they'll just run in place. The way to get about that is to console and hit reset AI. And if that doesn't, excuse me, if that doesn't work, console disable and then enable. They'll flop down dead. You'll have to re-raise them, but that's the way around it. Oh, for sure, Matt. Yeah, well, anything in this game could be OP if you build it right. Yeah, this is the new song. I made a new main menu for that I was gonna use for that with this new series. This is the song that I put to it. So this is the song that's playing. However, when I uploaded the mod, it didn't take. Like the upload didn't take. So I hid the mod. I've been trying to fix it. It's something to do with paint.net and my conversion of it. I've made like a ton of these main menus, and it's never given me a trouble until this one. So I don't know why. They're simple to make too, which is the thing that's throwing me off. So we're gonna be in the middle of combat. I'm gonna try to get out of the way if I can. Oh no, that's just not gonna work. We may have to go back a save. Yeah. Alright, so we'll quit back out again. Yeah, see how it's saying it's unstable? Let me refresh this. Twitch, for whatever reason, like, I don't have any dropped frames, I don't have anything. I've got a pretty beastly rig, so... Hey, Lexi. Uh-oh, ads are coming in. I can't dismiss them. Hi, Lexi. Saying hi to you. We're gonna have to load up the save beforehand. Yeah, he got me in a pretty good kill position. Right, I couldn't move left or right. We'll go back a save. Not a big deal. My game's behaving, yes. Yes. Yeah, after the nightmare that was today. Jeez. If you guys have OneDrive, get rid of it. What a piece of garbage that is. Jeez. But yeah, I made a new main menu instead of the owl. That I typically use the owl in a lot of my plays, right? It's sort of the running theme with me over the years. And I found this and I loved it. So this is an older one, but I made a new one, and this was the music that I put to it, Windsweep's music. I believe the track is called Of Ash and Clover. But yeah, like I said, when I uploaded it to Nexus, it didn't take. So because I always downloaded it immediately, and I was testing it like while the upload was going on, and you just got a blank menu. So I'm like, well, you can't have that. So I hid the mod until I get some actual time to look at it. Like I said, they're simple things, but for some reason it's just not agreeing. The music was playing fine. So let's go to 16 here. Yeah, the music's beautiful. He's gonna give me trouble.
What was that? Stop that! What? How did you
Whoa.
get this far?
I think that's even worse than lightning.
I'll see you burn.
That's no good. I don't want to open that. Alright, dog, get in there. Dog's like, F this. Jeez, look at that. We're getting the conjuration up, though, for sure. He's level 30, guys. I'm level 2. Wow, yeah.
End your miserable life.
Yeah, and I'm stuck on whatever I'm stuck on. Yo, if he's using the fire, I'm getting the flock out of here. I did not know he could use fire. Yeah, he's got a murder boner for me. Nowhere to run. Alterations up there too, though, which is good. Did he just take out my dog? Really? This is gonna be impossible. And this is like one of the worst places to get. That dog's gonna do no damage to him whatsoever. Freaking fire. Look at that. That's what you get for taking on a level 30 high level mage. This is where everybody says, hey, archery. I know. I mean, granted, the spells he's using aren't very fast, but man, they hit hard. I get hit with one of them and I'm done. Jeez, is he actually coming in? Yeah, he is. Oh, maybe we could do this. Maybe we could cheese him. Oh, he can do the same thing. All right, fair's fair. Yeah. I get hit with one of those, I'm fucked. This thank God he can't come through. Look at that. Yo, maybe we should have went with fire instead. Nah, I knew lightning was gonna be the way to go.
I'll see you burn.
I need an anti-hate. Well, once we get better spells too. Jeez, I don't want to go anywhere close to that. Look at this. Did he open that?
I'll see you burn.
Oh, I see. He can only do it in one direction.
I'll end your miserable life.
This might take a while. Oh, there's another spider. I don't know where that came from. Yo. Did he raise one? He probably did. Rosarum. Fire resist. Yeah, he'd be screwed, right? He absolutely would.
I'll end your miserable life.
Plus, he's got a ward up. You gotta remember that, so. And I don't think I have anything. Oh,
miserable life.
He apparently came through. The dog brought him through.
I'll
is...
see you burn.
You likely will, buddy. Damn. Let's play Pillars. We might gain a second level from that. So he's level 30, Soul Razor. I'm level 2. I shouldn't even be attempting to take him on at this point. His magic is half.
I'll see you burn. That's all you've got?
No, it's working. I mean, we're getting his health down. The regen in the beginning is actually pretty nice. Like I said, I get hit once and I'm effed. Yeah, we literally just started.
I'll see you burn.
Oh, he healed himself. Look at that. Oh, Jesus. Or he took a potion or some shit. Well, I mean, if I do, it's fair for him. Yeah, that's not working either.
Miserable life. I'll see you burn.
Look at him, dog. What a waste. Jeez. Look at all the hot spots. Is he disappearing? Maybe it's because the ward's up. Yeah, we could take his ward down for the dual cast.
I'll end your miserable life.
Look at the dog just standing over there, not doing anything.
I'll see you burn.
Look at that. Oh, and we crashed. I did save. Disparity, huh? Lux. Hand-placed enemies. Is that Navigator? Yep. Frostbite Spider. Lux. Who knows? I'll look at this one later. Delete it. It's on my desktop here. I'll look at that later. Crazy, huh? Yeah, he's just a super high level. I really have no business trying to take him on. I should come back. In fact, I might do that if I can get out of this little chamber. He'd be the only one left. I think there's him and a couple spiders. The larger spiders further in, but there might also be some good stuff towards the end. But I just don't think it at level 2 we're necessarily going to make it out. Maybe strategic running away. Oh,
Teach you to mess with me.
well, that's not good. I thought we were behind the pillar. I absolutely know I saved behind the pillar.
I'll end your miserable life.
Weird. There's no activator for some reason. I wonder if... Oh no, he's outside. I did not know he can come outside. Watch out, little fox. Ah. See, we had him all nice and locked in. Jeez, he just freaking... And I can't take him, there's like no enemies up here. Oh, there's some enemies up here. He's probably gonna kill them all. Let's let's let him deal with the goblins. Watch him go. Watch this. See that? He just took out all the goblins and the Spriggans they were dealing with. To tell you how difficult this fucker is. Nighttime, look at that. No. And I'd like to get over there because goblins have potions. They always have potions. We go around this way. Well, if he's out of his cage, he's outside. Where's he gonna go? Let's hide. Yeah, that's insane. I'm curious now. Hold on. Let me try something. So it's the spell. The spell is. I wonder if I can adjust that spell. I don't like that look. Yeah, no, he's like he's on me. And I mean, we're already tired. We have 39% exhaustion. And because of the we're in the Reach faction. I mean, I guess we could go back there and go to sleep, right? Couldn't we? We're close by. There's wolves. Yeah, he's over there. He's... Alright, they're from our... Ow.
Is someone there?
They're from our tribe. Yeah, we need to go to sleep. We'll wait for the daytime. This is what happens. At least he went away. Who knows if he's gonna come back. I use flush effects so that I don't have to deal with that. Yeah, it may be something I add in, Haster. I usually do too. For this very reason. And the nice thing about it is that it's light. You don't get what looks like rim lighting, because that's essentially what that is. Can I sleep in this one? I guess it doesn't matter. We'll do 7 hours. Have not activated Frostfall yet. Okay. How are my needs? Let me double check. Alright, so exhaustion's up. We're still thirsty. We're still hungry. That's fine. We have some cooked rabbit. The last of my water skins. The last water in my water skin. But I guess see how, like, when you're walking behind the flowers that are in the headpiece here look like they're kind of shimmering a little bit. He said there's going to be a fix for them too, so I'm excited about that. You're literally next to the Karth River. Yeah. Better in the daytime. I might actually turn the gamma back down. Yeah. We'll put it at 110. Night level brightness will leave the same, and I haven't messed with anything else. Cathedral weathers, Haster. I honestly don't remember if obsidian was used in this before or not. Maybe. Oops. Wrong button. Did I just I turned it off again, didn't I? Son of a bitch. There. The clouds and everything. Yep. Well, we're headed towards Markarth. Eventually. Yeah, this was on LE. Oh, okay. Yeah. What Lex is saying. I'm not sure if it was named the same thing. I believe the name has changed over the years. But I believe the core people, Lexi included, have like sort of always been there. I'm to be honest, I don't remember the original name. I was still playing on console back then. I'm trying to think of where we brought him. It must be the other way. I was hoping to stumble across those goblins, dead goblins, and pick up their potions, but does not seem like it's going to be happening anytime. At the mad goat. These ones here usually attack me. Forget what they're from. Sky test, yep. Yeah, the weirdly colored goats from Sky Test usually attack you. I don't know why he's not. I'd say we got lucky with Cornalis. Just the fact that we were able to get away from him, huh? Let's make a save. SRLE Extended Legacy was the game of the LE edition. Oh, there we go. Hey, Wind, welcome in. They think you want to eat their clover. I know, right? Ah, Haster ninja'd me. Shout out to the Wind. Welcome in, Wind. You get to see Keldor Thorn. So like I said, I'm using the non-HDT fix from Extudo, or however you say the name. The downside is that it's still not perfect. You still have some first person. I mean, this is the fixed first person. Because there is only one glove. The glove in my left hand. It literally says glove. See? Just one glove. You get one glove. That's it. Two different robes. Obviously, one with the cape. Cape looks pretty cool. And I did try the physics. I had to reinstall faster HDT SMP because the config is wrong for the actual physics for the cloak. It doesn't stretch to the ground, but it does that little weird flappy glitchy thing, which means you just need the XML files, which are on the same page, and it's fine. But you have to make sure AVX is enabled. Most CPUs are AVX enabled anyway, so. And then of course when I went back in, I reverted it back. So non-HDT version. Boots are pretty cool. They did a really good job. There's that one retexture that I've seen so far, the snowy version, which I did try, and I like it, but you know, people are gonna come out with other variations of it. And then of course the full hat, oops, which I decided I do like it, but not for him. Also, you can't see his eyes, and like that's one thing that it's another gripe of mine with this set. You should be able to see his eyes behind that. That's pretty standard. But yeah, the first person thing, I don't know, it's gonna eventually get to me. Especially since my FOV, my default choice is 95. But then when you're using magic like this, see, it's not as bad. If I put the torch up, yeah. Second you put the torch up. Bones. He's used to bones. Alright. How's your afternoon going, Wind? It's early for you. Ah, there we go. A little bit of snow in the reach here, huh? I think there's another Hagraven up here. I could be wrong. Over by the Lover's Stone. And I think she's named. Well, we're close to level 3. Let's find out. Oh yeah. Can we do this? She's not part of ours. Job. Oh, what'd she have on her? Amulet of something. Amulet of Mara. Her second one. No. We have our Briarheart necklace, which I will be taking off anytime soon. We'll absolutely take the bear pelts. Okay. Do I want the raw meat? I don't think I do. Ring of Water Breathing. Hell yeah. We'll take the mead. I guess that mod takes the amulet out. Forget where it puts it. I thought it was compatible with Rins. Unless it fell on the backside, then you're screwed. Maybe it did. So we're gonna get yeah, we may as well. I may not have. Hold on, let me check my better third person selection. I believe this was an issue too with the mod. No, okay. Yeah, because in first person it doesn't actually, you can't see the activators. Not all the time. Sometimes it doesn't. Well, let's see here. There are trees. Yes. And we'll gather some branches as well. This may put me over my limit. Maybe we can make a tanning rack. I figured you were busy today. I was lurking in your stream last night, Wind, for a while. I think I fell asleep with you live. I woke up and my phone was dead this morning, so. Yeah, I lurk. You have so much stuff going on that even if I were to talk, it wouldn't matter. There's so much stuff flying up on your chat. Half the stuff I don't know what it means. But I was lurking. Oh, you get the amulet when you activate the stone. Got it, got it. There it is. Still not as good as what I have. This is one of the better, if you're playing this type of character, and you can get your hands on this early, like, by all means, look at this. Plus 40 to magic and 50 to health. I always wonder why it wasn't a straight 50 and 50. Like why was magic a 40? Right? Like, who decided, oh, well, we're only going to give you 40 in magic, but you're going to get 50 in health. As opposed to, like, maybe 40 in each or 50 in each. It's just one of those random things, but remember Merrick used this for the better part of his play. And he was an Imperial. Of course, he was a vampire. We'll get some of these pelts here. We could make another empty water skin. So I'll have two once I get in trouble. Deer hide. Got some elk hides. Cow hide. Bear hide. Strips. 20 strips. Small leather tent. Which I think we're going to make, because I need to be able to sleep. And the flask. Yes. And we're still we're cucumbered by 1. I could have sworn. So let's see. Back left is going to be right. Oh, I did pick up the torque, didn't I? He does look good. And I do like the fact that the cloak, where is it? I don't have it on anything, but his what are they? Fur feathers? Cloak sort of goes with that. I think we're going to give him a different one. But for right now, it's not bad. I'll leave the hat on, why not? What's up, Chaos? Welcome in. Daisy. Did I hear vampire? I'm happy UMP is back. I can't stand messing around with. I like the CBBE body. I don't like it as much as UNP, but I also hate messing with the CBBE slide files. There are so many of them. And yeah, just the fact that the blessed body's back in, I'm happy about. I know there's some CBBE lovers, but I'm not one of them. Oh yeah, I don't. What do I need this for? There, you go down the mountain. I don't think we have anything stolen, so I have a ridiculous bounty, and I don't have much money. And there's no Khajiit here. So yeah, we're still level 2. Alteration and enchanting are the only skills that I've actually put anything into. And alteration is the only one that's really leveled up out of these two. Need to be able to use this to level it properly. Which means get to an enchanter. I have a few things to break down. I don't think I have any soul gems yet. We'll figure that out. Yeah, I have no soul gems. Soul trap's gonna be a big part.
Come quietly, or taste the Jarl. You have committed crimes against Skyrim and her people. What say you in your defense?
Well, we could. We get a mega bounty here. He's trying to avoid a bounty at this point.
It's off to the Sidna mine for you.
All right, prisoner. Eyes front. You're in Sidna Mine now.
Planning for
and we
phase 3 has
expect you to
begun.
earn
Yeah,
your
BHUNP, right?
There's no resting your hide in a cell in this prison. Here you work. You'll mine ore until you start throwing up silver bars. You got it?
Yeah, a little death in this ear.
Don't get smart with me. I'm in charge. You keep it up, I'll have your toes cut off. All right. Open her up. Now you, get down
Mine
there.
silver. So without starting the Forsworn conspiracy, unless this does start, I don't think it does. It says mine silver ore to serve your time. Remember, we did this with one of the other characters. And oh, can I not put my Can I not put my hands down? Is that... Okay, now I can, I guess. I had to hold R to do that. Weird.
What are you in for, new blood? Violent one, huh? Best keep that to yourself, new blood. Others find out, they'll consider that a challenge.
So phase 3 is retexture
My
trees,
advice,
grass, ice.
serve your
Oh, so you're
time
going
at
over the whole
pickaxe and
graphics.
get out. You don't want to end up getting a shiv in the guts over a bottle of skooma.
Interesting. So where are the guards?
They come in here once a week to clean out the bodies, grab any ore we've mined, and beat down the troublemakers. That's the only time when we get food, too. And if there's not enough ore mined up, we don't get any.
So what are you in for?
A Nord nobleman I served was stabbed in the night. Wasn't me, but I knew I'd be blamed. So I ran, joined the Forsworn, started killing, got caught. Now I'm here.
There was a new file that was put up. I believe it was a vanilla tree replacer only version of Nature of the Wildlands. I'm not sure if that mod already has one. I've used that and what's the other one? Ulvenwald. The full versions of them. Of course, not everybody's going to be able to run that. They're okay. I experimented with like different bark textures, but for both those mods, and I think what was the other one? Fabled Forests. Fabled's okay. It's basically just larger, happy trees, essentially.
Because life was better under the old ways. No Nords and their laws. One day the Forsworn
So there's a
will
delay
paint the
between
walls
audio
of
and the
Markarth in
website.
their blood.
Between what you guys are seeing, or let me see.
Small blade, easy to hide. I mean, sure, you could just swing a pickaxe into someone's face, but people tend to see that coming. Got a problem with a prisoner?
No, he
Get
seems
a
okay
shield.
here.
Here Grisvar has a spare, if you could get him to part with it.
Or do you mean like delay between what you're hearing, Lexi, and I think it, you know what it is? Some of the dialogue that's not, I've noticed this, right? It's not just Lexi's, it's like almost every Wabbajack has this going on, right? If it's not in there from the base game, like it's an added in dialogue option, sometimes, not all the times, but sometimes their mouths will start moving and then you'll have like the audio delay or the opposite of that. You'll have the audio first and then the mouth delay. Why? I have no idea. I assume it's got to do something with added dialogue. It happened on my own setup too, because I think I added every one of Jay Serpa's dialogue
Until
overhauls.
next time.
And we saw a bunch of that, but you know, I think it's more to do with the mods. Not that the mods aren't made well. It could be scripting. It could be a lot of scripting running like in the background. Like if you've got, I don't know what the NPCs are scripted to do. The NP, like here, guys working over here, guys standing here, they're scripted to do that. And then when you get into dialogue with them, plus you know all the other stuff you have going on in the background, anything that you're, you know, like you pick a mod that you're running, not necessarily from the MCM, but like pick like say Frostfall or something like that. Frostfall's got scripts running. Campfire's got scripts running. You know, if I had Lydia, she's probably got her scripts running even though she's not in the game yet, technically, etc. So what do they want me to do? Do they want me just to mine? I could just serve my time in jail. How about that? Let's just serve it. I don't feel like fucking mining. Jeez. Ugh.
Let me guess. You need a drink. It's the Silver Blood Inn you're looking for.
Does he have a silver sword? So, they took all my stuff. Which means... my spell should be fine, though. Yep. Yeah. So like I said, one downside with this, this is with the fix. Just if you can get used to that in first person, you're okay. And like I said, when you sit down, I'll show you the other. Oh, how am I encumbered? Oh, I took an extra pickaxe. Well, let's break the pickaxe down. There's no need for me to litter all over. Oh wow, look how pretty this is. What time is it anyway? I should probably eat. Right? What do we have here? Some goat stew. We do have some water. I'm ravenous. I'm parched. Wow, exhaustion's at 100%. Thirst is still at 53. We got to get our water skins filled. Let me, is she even here? Well, she's not.
Tacitus.
Oh, she is
What
here.
is this?
A nail?
Is that what you call it? In the Legion, we would have called it useless. Look how brittle the metal is.
I'm sorry. I just, well, the forge gets so hot.
I like that hat.
You thought what? You would skip a step? Not heat the metal all the way through? Useless.
Useless.
Now do it again. Need a new blade?
What's wrong with your apprentice?
Tacitus? Boy's an Imperial. I keep showing him how to treat the iron, but he never gets it. In the Legion, the Imperial smiths used to read books when they couldn't set their hammers straight. Wisdom of the old, I guess. If you find a book called The Last Scabbard of Acris, could you bring it to me? Tacitus sure isn't learning by example.
Yeah, if I find it, I'll bring it to you.
Thanks.
So what do you sell?
Looking to protect yourself or deal some damage?
Yeah. We'll keep our Forsworn blade, the Dwemer one we don't need. Of course, I do have a full set of this. This is what we started with. As a member of the Forsworn, you start with the full set of Forsworn stuff. So, could have that. Steel ingots. Do I need steel ingots for anything? I don't think I do. Unless it's for making lockpicks, which I don't think I can do
Let me know
anyway.
if you need something forged.
Let's see.
Strike your metal like a new mother giving her babe a light slap. Hit it harder.
Oh, I guess we could
I'm
learn
sorry,
this.
Gorza. I just flinched
Learn the
at that.
Forsworn construction.
Not bad. Reminds me when I first started smithing.
We're gonna have to keep the sword on us. Loot. Yeah, not much else that I can do right now. Oh, yeah, take those off. Nobody wants those on.
drop of silver. I'm taking it out of your hide.
I'm being as careful as I can.
If you just talk back to me, I'm paid to keep you working. Now work.
A bit of jewelry for your journey home?
Oh, what was that?
A fight.
The old gods give me strength!
I die for my
By the Divines, the Forsworn are here in the city!
Everyone, stay
No, we're
back.
not.
The Markarth city guard has us all under control. There are no Forsworn.
Oh, he's got her. Yeah. Gloves. Jeez. Yeah, Haster, I think I may be adding flesh effects in to get rid of that. Like, it's like a serious glow on him.
The bloodiest beef in the Reach.
The finest jewelry
I'm
in
curious.
all of
Let's look at
Markarth.
this. Let's take a screenshot. Let's make a save. Sorry, Eltris. We're in the middle of doing stuff. Yeah, see, the bitrate's all weird. Alright. Let's take the... I don't like the changes that Nexus made. Not at all. Mods. View all. Downloads. There we go. Right? Are we going to need anything else? There's an immersive sounds patch. What's in the assorted patches? That might be the only one. Oh, there's the Frostfall patch. See, I gotta add these in, and then I gotta make sure that they're... Well, but look at the difference, though. So, there you go. And, well, like I said, we could test it. Let's test it. I've used this before. I'll add these, but I won't add them in. I've already set up Firefox. Let's just add flesh effects alone. It's a standard plugin. We'll keep it at the bottom with, like I said, added mods. And I'm going to keep it under the Dindulad glow fix. So we'll load it back up. Hi, Kitty. Kitty came to say hi. She's like a dog. She comes over here. She sits down right next to me. Doesn't jump up on my lap or anything. Off guide alert. I'm still more on guide than most people. The only thing I usually do is I'll add a few of my own mods in. And like the menus, because I tend to switch it up because I add music to these. Like this one has music. But the image that I took, I made a mod yesterday, or was it yesterday or the day before? I put it up, but Nexus didn't take it the right way. It was weird. Like I uploaded it, and then it said you're not the author of this mod. So I couldn't sign in and I couldn't hide it. It was the weirdest thing. I don't know if anybody's been complaining about that, but it wouldn't let me upload a like the background, and then I refreshed it and then it did. So I love this track. So I went with the standard owl because I like the owl. Rydrio, welcome in. Frostfall be breaking the game. I love Frostfall. Dude, not even be using his own mod. James! Today on the adventures of Magus in Skyrim, Magus has to finally face the reality that only flawless items are his own. Or flawless lists are his own. It looked like it said items. I'm like, I found a flawless gem. Is that when he came into the stream? My Requiem setups are fucking phenomenal, though. I will say that. Not a single fucking issue in 3 characters? 3 plays? Of course, the whole thing is Requiem based, but 1,450 mods. Now, if we can get Lexi we can get a fork of Lexi's to Requiem for the Requiem lovers. Maybe I'll do that. You figure. All right, are we ready? There's the effects. So here we go. Yeah, how much?
Redguard craftsmanship in every piece.
How much better is that? Write this down, Lexi. Flesh effects. So you don't have the glow on your
Venison or
character.
muffin? Well, of course you do. Look at you. Beg it on the streets.
You get the effects. So
Learn
when
a trade.
I get Iron
Picking on me
Flesh,
again, you backbiting Nord.
yeah,
Tired
you
of those
backbiting
pussy
Nord.
nobles turning down your rotten
Like
slabs of
Ebony
venison.
Flesh is
How
obviously
dare you?
darker
No one
colored.
turns down cut meat
uh,
from Hogney Red Arm.
Hogney red arm. More like Hogney fat arm.
DeGain's giving it to him good. But yeah, Iron Flesh, Stone Flesh, and Ebony Flesh, and then Dragonhide all have the same style. So that way you can.
Woman in Markarth would be wearing.
I do have.
You know, I'm not even
one
gonna
set of
add the
bracelets
I took an
style
arrow
is
in the knee.
popular with the
Immersive sounds
nobility of
patch.
Sentinel.
Sentinel. That's in Hammerfell, correct? And you say these bracelets are only worn by
Although
the
you know what, we do
nobility?
need them
They
for
are popular.
Frostfall. All right, so it works. I'll keep them after. No, I don't want to set that up. Go back. X out. These will just, and they stay after, so Dindulad Glow Fix is the very last. So anything that I normally add in will go after here. I won't touch the load order above that. And these are going to be fine because these are literally doing one thing. They're making flesh effects compatible with these two. So that's all we need. What if I like the glow? Do you like the glow is the question. Is it Deserter X mod? Yes it is. Yep. Good call, James. I didn't even know who made it. Some files not scanned. Probably the video thing. This was, I am assuming, just a port from LE that they did. It's their own mod, right? Oh, not date published. I want downloads. Yeah, it's one of the most downloaded by them, along with their. Let's see, we've already got the faction crossbows in here, and they have all the really good UMP. Like there's an armor pack with all of these together. I'm not sure if it's done by them but they're all UMP based. One of the reasons I like sticking with it. We've used the Druid armor on characters before. Nice, there you go, Lexi. Nice, sexy redhead in the Druid armor. All right. But I think these were all from LE, and they were brought over. I like this vampire outfit, by the way, the Guelda. A little revealing, but we like that. Anyway, yeah, Flesh Effects is the Deserter X mod. You like the Crimson Blood set? Druid works for Ori. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Yeah. Yep. We put Ori in that, I think, in one of my plays, didn't we? I think this is before Ori got updated and before I got annoyed with her. She was fun. She was overpowered. Like when you picked her up, she was really, really powerful. I forget which character it was. It wasn't Soulfried. It was after Soulfried, but I'm trying to think of who it was that I anyway, I put her in it. I think I put her in like a variation. Like there was a retexture for the druid. We put her in that. I'm trying to think of what I'm even gonna do with like followers for Kaldor here. If I'm gonna do anything with followers, I don't know what we're gonna do. We're almost. I think we're level 3. I think we just hit the level up. No, not yet. So that leveled me up. How do you level up, Magus? Read a note.
Redguard craftsmanship in every piece.
All right. No more. Oh.
Oh,
6:30 and they're closed.
You fat Nord.
What did you say to me,
You don't know anything about this house?
Give me some meat.
No.
I'm hungry.
Anyone seen entering or
Fine,
leaving?
no, you
Any
don't.
strange lights or unusual noises?
It's abandoned, and it's always been abandoned.
Just try it.
Interesting. All right. Take that off. So yeah, when he sits down with this particular gear on, you'll notice his like, I don't know, it kind of looks like a dress for the upper part. I wish it was more robe than anything else. That would fix the issue. But like I said, whether you're running the HDT version or not, they both have the issue. The HDT version is just way worse. We'll find some place to sit down, and those of you that popped in, I'll be able to show you. Pimp the followers. Make them skooma dealers. Make Skyrim into a schedule. There's a few mods that'll allow you to do that. Plus the old landlord mod. I don't know if that's ported over to Special Edition. Cannabis and Skyrim. There's a few other ones too. And then the landlord one just makes sense. Let's park this one in stamina. We're definitely tired. We're absolutely gonna take Mage Armor 1.
The Brotherhood accepts your donation.
Yo.
Gladly.
The wind. Gifting 5 subs to my community. Much appreciated, Wind. Thank you, thank you. Who are the, let's see, the lucky recipients? Gonza, Daisy, Scully, Bald Hedgehog? Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, and Ragdrill. Wow, it does not come up in order on my phone. Thanks, Wind. Much appreciated. What's up, Scully? Welcome in. Very kind. Thank you. Thank you. Destruction, yeah? No, I'm sorry. Shield handling. Blocking is 0.5% more effective per level. Since we are going to be using shields.
What are you hiding, priest?
I'm not hiding anything. It's closed for a reason.
Typical Imperial lies. First, you take away Talos. Now you're keeping us from seeing our honored dead? You and the Jarl will answer for any desecration of my ancestors' bodies.
That's enough, Thongvor. We're done.
It's almost like, I don't know, if I look at it the right way, it looks... like he, I don't know, a bard. Like I could see a bard also wearing something like this. Maybe not the same colors. Like brighter colors. But definitely like a similar style. I don't know if it's like that little like poofiness that's on the upper shoulders. That's why I said I wish it was more of a robe. But I couldn't really find anything else, and like I didn't want to go through all the trouble just to make we're hungry and thirsty, I know. These are all raw. Yeah, we're still thirsty. We may as well get some booze in this, right? Some ale. Lesser research notes. I didn't steal that. I didn't get a bounty. Let's see here. Mind if I hop on that? Thank you, good sir. So while we were in the cave, we did pick up a bunch of things. And water breathing. We have no gems, however, and likely no money. How much money do we have? 811. Not a lot.
What are you doing here? The excavation
yeah,
site is closed.
This version of better third-person
guards.
selection, you can't, unless there's something else that's in here that it doesn't, like their names don't pop up to know if you're close enough to talk to them or not. It's a weird feeling. What do you mean excavation site?
Zell? The ruins underneath
Hunter of
Mars?
Death.
The wealth of artifacts
Welcome
that I've
in,
based
welcome
2
in.
human lifetimes of research on? You idiot! Do you even know
Tales
who
of
I
Oblivion.
am? The most recognized scholar.
I'm
and
like
swimmer
one of the
in
few
all of
people that
Tamriel.
didn't
You people keep
jump on
bothering
that.
me. I'm sorry. I got
Oblivion was the first
I'm in the middle
my
of some
first
very stressful work,
experience with Elder
and
Scroll
I shouldn't
games.
have yelled.
So I played
How can I
that,
help
then I
you?
went back to Morrowind, and then by the time I was done playing Morrowind, I think it was around 2011, and Skyrim was just coming out. Because I remember there being like a 6-month period where I wound up going back and like replaying Oblivion again just to sort of wait around for it. Because they said, you know, coming in November. I don't even think they had the date set. Maybe they did. But I had to sit and wait around. I'm like, oh, like a new game. Awesome. Terrific. So yeah, I played Oblivion first, then Morrowind, then back to Oblivion for a couple months, and then Skyrim came out, and the rest is history. We have a thief over here, creeping by, stealing all the things. So he's a member of the Forsworn, James. Let me see. Did I put the docs? I put the docs somewhere. Let you guys read it. Ah, if I can. Come on, cursor. There we go. There. The paste in okay? Let me know if you can't read it. It should be. I have it shareable. I have the link set to shared. All right, let's see what he has for
Spells and
sale.
incantations for those with the talent to cast them.
Yeah, he can't have that. And these we can't break down. Okay. And I think we were going to get rid of these too. Or I may keep them, I don't know. They don't sell for anything, that's the thing. So it wouldn't matter. I still haven't decided if I was going to wear them or not. With the face mask. Alright, let's see if I can buy one, possibly two tomes. What would we be able to make good? Maybe a better, yeah, like a flame atronach. Would absolutely be something to pick up. We need something better than the dog. Although, let's see what else. Let's take a look. Mage Light. Mage Light would be useful. Oh, Okados. We're gonna need that at some point. Power of the Master. We're probably gonna need that at some point. Well, there's Soul Trap. We'll pick that up. Stone Flesh. Pick that up because we've already got, and I don't think I'm barely gonna have enough for the next one. Let's how much was she? 378. So, yeah. Not quite enough money for her yet.
What?
Oh, goodbye. Stone Flesh is 97, huh? Well, it's almost double. That basically is double. Well, we need to sleep.
Goodbye.
We're exhausted at this point. Keep the cloak on, why not? I have just enough money to get a room for a night. Or I could save the money. We can sleep outside the city. Let's do that instead. Why would I spend my money sleeping here, right?
Excuse me, but do you know anything about this house? Seen anyone enter or leave?
Why?
I'm with the Vigil of Stendar. We believe this house might have been used for Daedra worship.
Daedra worship,
Evil
oh,
rites
yeah.
and so forth.
Yeah, no, sorry, I don't know anything.
Thank you for your time.
Uh-huh.
Well, what am I supposed to do? Never leave the house? You want that ending?
You're closing the stall, and that's final.
You want to give up now, out of fear? Is that what we're going to teach our daughter?
Mama, why are you and Papa fighting?
We're not fighting, we're just...
So Hunter, you started with Skyrim. Oh, so if you play Oblivion, I've been telling everybody this too. Just pick up the remaster. Don't even bother playing the original. Most of the mods work right out of the gate. As long as you're not messing with stuff that the Unreal Engine touches, you're fine. For the most part. Let's see. But they have their whole like own. Yeah, of course, why am I doing that? They have their whole own modding page. I'm sure there's around 1,000 mods at this point for the remaster. But people are pretty much putting up like any tweaks and like reshades. Some of the reshades are actually pretty good. Gets rid of that weird, funky lighting that Unreal seems to give off. It's what I air quote called the next gen look that people try to manipulate here in Skyrim, and it doesn't look very good. Oh boy. See, you're just gonna bark. You're not even gonna... Look what we got here. You wanna get him? No, not him. I'm hitting my own familiar, damn it. He's gonna turn around and kill me is what's gonna happen. Ha, well wide. Alright, this looks like a good enough place, right? Eh. Boy, don't play Skyrim in like 2 weeks, you get rusty. Look at that. Let's do realistic, of course. Yeah, see how, like, better third-person selection's hit or miss. I think this current version's a little wonky, but skip the tutorial. Nobody needs to see that. We do have branches, huh? We use magic. You're gonna grab it when it comes on sale, but there's still so much. Yeah, and they're due for an update. Like I said, I saw on one of the servers that Bethesda's putting an update out for them. So we're gonna have to harvest more wood. Fire might go out by the time. Yeah, look at that. It takes me a half hour each time to do this, so. We don't even know what the plug-in count is right now. Is it still the same? I have no idea, to be honest, James. It's like, it's something I probably won't even mod. It doesn't really feel like it needs anything. Do we want the canine meat? No, we don't need the meat. So yeah, you can see like how different animations and idols will affect these robes in particular. Obviously, when they stretch out like this, there's really nothing you can do. It's not a texture issue; it's what he's physically doing, right? Some mods are made better than others. Obviously, if you're looking at what I'm looking at, this looks pretty good. Plus, we're on an incline. Plus, Extudo did the best job they could fixing the first person, but like even in third person here. So let's finally get some sleep. Because after being jailed, 9 hours maybe. Oh, we forgot to get water. That's okay. We'll get water inside. So the only mod I've seen so far I'll probably get is the one that TrainWiz put together to get rid of that that's tiered thing for unique magic items. Other than that, I'll wait and see. I haven't even seen that one. So I've looked at the page. I've looked at the page when there were like 2 mods, and then I've been looking every day. It just, I don't know. It doesn't feel like it needs it. But I'm sure there's going to be a bigger modding scene for that than there's going to be for Starfield. Right? If it hasn't like outsold it already, I was off to a better start than Starfield was. We were bitching about this, or I should say I was bitching about this in Karn's stream and a couple other streams. If they could have given us the remaster instead of Starfield, I would have been a happy guy. Nobody asked for Starfield. Of course, how long did that game? How long's it been since that came out? A couple years? At least 2 years, right? Was it 22 or 23? I can't even remember now. So, Soul Trap is going to be something we're going to need. This is going to have to go on 8. Was it 23? Yeah, that sounds right. As for gameplay mechanics, the one mod I want, I know I will never get. Which mod is that, James?
Gods. A woman attacked right on the streets. Are you alright? Did you see what happened?
Yeah, I was right there. He almost killed me.
I'm so sorry. I hope the 8 give you more peace in the future.
Oh, I think you dropped this. Some kind of note. Looks important.
Do you know anything about the attack?
No. I was just getting some fresh air. Had one too many pints of mead at the Silver Blood Inn.
Isn't this your note? What's this mean?
My note? No, that's yours. Must have fallen out of your pocket. All right, then.
Random people handing me notes. Yeah, see? Can't tell if that's Lux, Orbis. Seems to be doing it all over the place. Look at that. And arm leaves. Well, it's 9 o'clock. They should be open. Kira.
Are you looking for a gift for a friend, perhaps? Or a lover?
The city looks ancient. Have you been here long?
My family came here centuries ago. We made a good living.
I want a mod to
smithing the
get
silver that
rid of the
flows through
stupid
city.
persuasion
But
mini. You
want
want to
to
get
know
rid
about
of
the
that?
fancy carvings
I
and
love that
stonework, didn't
persuasion
you?
minigame.
Travelers always do. Here, I have a delivery I need to make to
And
Calcinor.
lockpicking because you're
Why don't
used
you
to
take it to
Skyrim,
him?
probably. That's
He knows
why.
the history of Markarth better than anyone.
Alright, we can do that.
Thank you. He can be a bit difficult, but I'm sure he'll appreciate your help.
Alright, what do you sell?
Take a look.
Just not much money. Well, she'll buy this. And I don't really need the steel ingots, I don't think, do I? There. That's all we can buy.
Come back if you need a new ring or necklace.
Holmes. I said Holmes, you backbiter. Give a crippled worker a helping hand.
The finest jewelry in all of Markarth.
Yeah, it's like...
You want a cut of venison or mutton? Well, of course you do.
I wonder what causes that. Look at that. Like, it's turning on and off.
Redguard craftsmanship in every piece.
I don't have any torches on me. I wonder... That's interesting. Is it every place that does that? No, not every place. Let's check up by the keep. No, just that little area in the beginning. Yeah, see how you gotta like come up to the door twice to get it to pop up. Better third person selection. What's up, hybrid? Yeah, back to Skyrim. Yeah, isn't everybody? We were just talking about that. Welcome in, dude. So 7, huh? Let's put... well... we'll keep that on 8.
I have things to study. What is it?
I have a delivery from Kira.
Oh, that's right. I keep forgetting to pick that up. Poor Kira. Such a patient woman. Now, you're supposed to get something for your trouble, aren't you? How about some gold? People seem to like that, I noticed.
250, huh? Did the sound just cut out for anybody else? It did it twice for me. Yeah, the remaster looks good. We were sitting here talking about modding it, and it's like I don't really see the point in modding that game at all. They've already done a good job with the mechanics. Obviously, graphics are handled by Unreal, and then all the other tweaks and things that they did.
So you wish to master
It's pretty
the
solid. And
arcane
then, you know, supposedly later this year we're going to be getting Sky Oblivion, so everybody gets something. It's actually pretty nice. What do I want? If I don't want the Flame Atronach, I mean, she would be useful because she's ranged. What can we afford? We have 598, so I mean, I can't pick up a Clan Fear. Clan Fear would be nice. And usually I pick up Okados. I usually pick up at least something else with it, but well, we're gonna need it sooner or later, and I'd rather have it sooner. I would use the Avenging Wraith. Yeah, the Wraith would actually be pretty good. Yeah, they did a really good job with what they gave us. I'm not in either of the camps. I know there's like people like fiercely taking sides with the fact that this came out. People thinking that like they stuck it to the Sky Oblivion team, which isn't true. They Sky Oblivion team, I believe everybody on the team got free keys for the remaster. And from what Bethesda, the statement they put out, they're completely supporting them. So, but I posted that in like everybody's server anyway. That's not new news or anything like that. It's not news. New news. It's not news. Let's yeah, let's get Okados while we can. While I'm thinking about it. Cause it's, yeah. Alright.
What?
Oh, goodbye.
Oh, goodbye.
That's right. Alright, we're gonna... Alright. That's the only thing we can cast on ourselves right now. 1 of 3 stored. So then, instead of 3, let's do this. Oh, we do have Candlelight, huh? I could put Candlelight on 3, couldn't I? I probably should. Well, let's put that instead of the torch. Let's put that on 8. And then instead of Oak Flesh on 3. Should I do that? Soul Trap should go on 3. Yeah. There we go. That's better. Nice. Alright, let's drop a save. So, we still need to wait for the shop to open. Yeah, candlelight's much better than the torch. You can see everything now. What's up, Moto? Welcome in. Welcome, welcome.
Excuse me, but thank you for your time.
There's, yeah, see, you know what it is? It's something with the meshes around here. That light just popped on again, huh? Iron leaf and sun, there's still.
Want a cut of venison or mutton? Well, of course you do.
All right. Well, we can't sell to anybody else.
In every piece.
Let me mess with the gamma again. I might have turned it up too much. We'll stick it back at 1. Curious to see, what was my frame rate at? 113? Okay. Yeah, like I said, like with the way that I have it locked, he says frame rate's enabled at 143 because my monitor is 144. So the way that I do it is I always put it 1 less than my refresh rate. Do you know anything about this house? Seen anyone enter or leave? Wait a minute. Wrong streamer. Twitch, what's going on? Welcome in. I have no idea, Rags. No clue. Been doing some image editing, but now my joints are taking a break. Yo, Fixo with the ad time redemption. Welcome in. Welcome in. Much appreciated, by the way. Thank you. Looks like the guard's on the move here. We're hungry and thirsty. You know what I gotta do? Oh, fuck this. Let's go back in. I need water. And I'm probably gonna... Oh, we have cooked food. We gotta go to the Silverblood. I gotta get my water skins filled up. Let's drop a save.
Come on in. The Silverblood Inn has plenty of
Bruce,
strong drink
Bruce
and
Banner,
clean rooms.
the Emerald Giant, the Incredible Hulk. When I said no, I was being sarcastic. 1 bar. That would have been bad. Hit him with a soul trap.
This is the Silverblood
I don't know. He's got a
Inn.
conjuration book
I'll
behind
let
the
you figure out who
bar there.
owns it by yourself.
I need a refill.
Of course.
There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we have enough bottles of water and a meal.
Of course.
We can at least afford that. And now we're broke. Heard any rumors? Travel to Helgen. Rumors of suspicious activity around Helgen. Legion patrols from spot. Nothing weird ever happens around Helgen. It's likely superstitious nonsense. Anything else?
Did you hear? The Hall of the Dead is closed. Brother Veralis isn't the most popular man in town right now.
The Hall of the Dead, huh? Okay. That was that priest on the way in. We heard him talking about that.
Degain the Beggar got himself kicked out of the Temple of Dibella. Caused quite the ruckus.
Well, back to Skyrim after, what was it, like 2 weeks? When was the last time I played it? 2+ weeks. I took what I thought was going to be a longer break. I expected it to be longer. Then I was playing some retro games for a little bit. Because I was on... I was doing my Requiem runs. Right? So I rotate... Like, the way that I do is I rotate things in. Like, so... I'll switch between my own setup and usually, like, Lexi's here. Right? But... I'll also rotate between, like, doing, say, my own version of, like, an Enarim setup, and then go into Lexi's, and then when I go back to my own, I typically do Requiem, and then I'll go back and I'll do, like, Lexi's setup. And then I'll go back to mine, and then I'll rotate, I'll do something else. Like, it won't be another Requiem, it'll be...
Remember, ale is cheaper than blood in
Markarth. Oh, is it? Alright, let me see. Did you feed me well? Well, we're still a little tired. Fighting over the same seat. Look at you. Look at Vorstag. The boss with that axe, but I mean... She's just looking at me all weird. I don't want her looking at me all weird. That's all I've been up to lately. Not much else. Yeah, the UMP body's better. I don't care what people say.
Finest jewelry in all of Markarth.
UMP body is superior to CBBE. Fight me. It just is. If that's one style Bethesda got right out of the box, it's their vanilla female body was pretty solid, considering how old the game is. So let's see what I put on 3 here. Soul Trap, and then the Doggo. Well, we could fill the one soul gem I have, right? Huh. He didn't even budge. I guess they're not hostile. That doesn't seem right? Do we have a mod in that's... I mean... I won't say no. Oh, he's dead. Oh, they're both... Yeah, they're both dead. So, I guess... Wasn't that patched in the unofficial patch, though? Hold on. I guess you can still gain conjuration experience by casting on a dead body. I thought that was patched out. Let's see where we're at. Where's conjuration? On the bottom? Let's check this out. I don't know, maybe. I gained a level. Sniffing that downstream wind there. I swear, the goats are the ugliest fucking looking creatures in this game. Look at them. Look at them. Look at that. That ain't right. Look at this guy. Yeah. The answer to that is no. Just no. So yeah, we took some couple weeks off to not play Skyrim. To be honest, I really was getting burned out. That ain't good. Oh, geez, yeah, the Legion's here. A Goblin Skulker Shield, huh? Let me see. It's light, though. Oh, that's so much better. Yeah, we're using that. I don't care if the Iron Shield protects better. Fuck it. Look at that. Giant spike of wood on my back. All right, we'll wait on the soul gem. We need a reanimation spell as well. Oh boy, bad idea. Fucking mages. This is why we need reanimation. Yeah, I'm pretty magic proof. Let's see. Could probably sell some of this stuff. Onyx. So yeah, let's. So yeah, there's the underwear distribution, the nude mod. You can see what it's giving them. The guys get these shorts, and then the women get the black. It's like black and, I guess, tan. Leaks. Some weird warrior statue, huh? There we go, shield handling. That just looks hysterical. He's got a big piece of wood. He's not afraid to use it. That's hysterical. Alright. I guess we could work on our conjuration, yeah? Oh, if he's just gonna stand there. Yeah, be a target. I can't tell if I'm hitting the, considering I have no points into stealth, I've not gotten... Look at this. The old man with the stealthy moves, huh? I don't think the eye is fully open yet either. Let's whack him. Is he running away? Yeah, no soul gem. Take the pelt. That's just hysterical. We'll get a regular shield again after a while. I just think it's funny to use something like that. Targe of the Blooded would be a solid choice, I think. Obviously, Spellbreaker. What's up, Karma? And Vectile, welcome in, yo! And Win, thank you for the shoutouts. What are you guys up to tonight? Ha! Ninja'd. There's that Twitch delay where you physically can't shout somebody out like right after the other unless you've got it on the bot. Which of course I don't because why would I? F&A. So he's a member of the Forsworn. He's a Breton, and he's an older guy. I tried to make him. I didn't want him to be too old, but like, maybe 60. Like maybe 60. Not quite enough grays in the beard just yet, but close, right? Yeah, member of the Forsworn, and sort of like, considering the Reachmen are pretty much nomadic, he's like a loner, even to them. But of course, you know, the real way to start that is if you are a Breton, you start off in Drudock Redoubt. They're the only tribe that are friendly to you off the bat, but you get some good stuff while you're there. So the other downside to that is you also start off with the bounty because you're Forsworn. So we did that. We paid our bounty. And yes, I have the other ones. But obviously it doesn't go with the one that I'm wearing. And the downside with this is the eyes don't show through. I think this is something that the author of this mod never took into consideration is, can we see the player character's eyes? The answer to that question, no. And it also changes the head size. Watch this. It's not just that front piece. It literally changes your head size. Other than that, it's pretty cool. It's a nice set. There are some downsides to it, like when you sit down, but I don't think you guys have actually seen that yet, so. Yeah, Lexi updated on Friday. Wow, yeah, these things, like... And he uses some basic magic with staves. Yeah, like, they're more afraid than anything else. Look at that. I almost feel bad.
Welcome to the Brotherhood.
Yo, Red Spider. Appreciate the follow. Welcome in, welcome in. Can we take the hide? Yes, we can. I don't know why he wasn't attacking. I'm not sure if if they're by themselves like that, if they become scared of you. It might be. The fact that CBBE is finally out of it. She went back to UMP, and I believe BHUMP is on its way. Yeah, see, there's the bigger ones. BHUMP, which I'm really excited for. As far as like other updates, I know she was here earlier. The next round, I'm not sure if it's going to be the next update, but the next round's going to be graphical. I should say the majority of it's probably going to be graphical. So like landscape, ice, trees, snow, mountains, etc. Karma was about to make dinner. What are you having for dinner, Karma? And if it's something good, you can absolutely send it my way. I have a guy who's relying on a staff too. I found a staff blocking mod. So here, let me see if I can set this up. Is it control? View is for, because I was playing around with Predator Vision. That's one of the first things. He's not supposed to have Predator Vision. Let me take that off him. Or his P. Yeah, what I was doing is I was testing things. Let me actually put this down. Put that at 45. What do I want this to be? I think I want this to be the V key. Yeah, B and H because they're right next to each other. I think you could block. I'm just trying to remember which mod it's in. It's gonna have me looking over the whole fucking thing again, isn't it? It's not from Valhalla, is it? No. Oh, maybe. No, it's not. So I have this. This is all disabled. Let me see here. Was that directed at me, Wind, or was that somebody else? What's the difference between the two? Oh, are you talking about the bodies? Well, so the vanilla body from the females is UMP based, right? Like it's a UMP based body, right? BHUMP is kind of like the 3BA add-on to CBBE. It's just for that body style, it's what that body add-on makes it look like. So you'd have to go to like pictures of like a BHUMP, either like a preset or if you were to go to like the page itself and look through the screenshots. But it's like when 3BA didn't exist, we just had CBBE. UNP's always been around. It's what the base female body's already based on. But I guess there's a lot of people that felt it wasn't as realistic, and then CBBE was born. But like I said, I particularly don't care for it because the meshes are just sloppy with CBBE. We went through like I think it was over a year, maybe 2 years. Actually, let me see. When did the guide go CBBE? 2 or 3 years. And every update, Lexi seemed to have more and more issues with the body meshes. Whether it was from like one mod or a couple mods that were off, or all of them didn't look right, and like you have multiple people going through like multiple settings to try and square it off. It's not like it's just one person doing all the work. And when multiple people say, "Yeah, this looks weird," it was time to go. So I was happy this round it was gone. So, and then you don't have to. You save on like the body slide mod is still in there. There's no reason to ever take that out. Like that's just one of those things that should sit in everybody's load order because if you're not using it, it doesn't do anything, right? There's no plugin, so you don't have to worry about load order. It's the only mod of its kind that does what it does. So it's like race menu, right? Like you just add it. It can literally go anywhere in your load order, and you're fine. Does not matter. Placement does not matter. But to keep it in there for when the add-on does go in, made sense to just keep it. Yeah, like a better UMP. So like the blessed body went back in. Obviously, if I was playing a female, it would be easier to show you, obviously. But Himbo is gone too. No Himbo. So no more weird looking blacksmiths and every other man that looked like absolute garbage because Himbo's a shit mod and should be wiped off the face of Nexus. Even my guy here. Let me see if I could. Right? So I've got him at half weight. And there's just enough body hair to make me happy. The skin looks good. He's not a bulky dude, so like while there are aged muscles, I guess is the best way to say it. You can see like the arm hair looks pretty good. Chest hair is from what the preset is. It's clean and hairy from I believe tempered. And then the legs too, like the hair on the legs there for the men. He's not a bear, but he's also not like completely clean shaven. It's what most men look like anyway. Pretty solid. Yeah, no himbo body. I'm ecstatic. And I mostly play male characters anyway. Right? Thank God. I know. Shahu, welcome. Welcome, welcome. Welcome in. Alright. Let's, It is glove. Don't think you see that wrong. It is just one glove. It's my left hand. See that? It's one. You get one glove. Oh, it's your right hand? Suffer. It's like hand wraps on the right hand, which actually looks pretty cool. I would have went for hand wraps as opposed to that frilly stuff that's on the end. Maybe somebody will fix that. I do not like that. And I know this is with the Extudo fixes in first person. I think they did as good a job as they could. I can only imagine how messed up first person really was. Like, I had it in, I tested it once. I didn't even think to look in first person at the original mod. As far as everything else, like when he sits down, his hands go into that, but that's just like, I think we were talking to Haster before. The Iovarth, or however you say it. Maybe it's an L. Armor had the same thing. Restoration is going to be one of those schools that he's going to go into normally. Oh, looks like the well took care of these guys. They are hard to hit with this. First person. Yeah, I'm not going to deal with them. Well, we definitely need a different summons. This summons isn't going to last me very long. This familiar. Let's drop a save. Gonna be a lazy air fryer meal. I like the air fryer. Don't sell the air fryer short. Way better than actually frying stuff, you know. Now we got a little bit more. I'm making the most out of this one soul gem that I have held. It's a lesser. See the wolf. Yeah, he doesn't want anything to do with me. Oh, we're almost at capacity. Remember we started off at, what was it, 135 carry weight? 2 levels ago? It's how easy you can get your carry weight up in this game. Unless you're playing Requiem. Come on. Missed. So yeah, a little bit of healing, everything but illusion. An illusion, to be honest, probably would have made the most sense. I didn't want to become one of those characters again. So staff and shield. I was gonna have him use a sword as well. I think he does. He does have a Forsworn blade. Actually, we have two of them, just in case we need to use one. So he could get by. It actually kind of looks like a dagger. Actually, it's a Forsworn. Oh, it's a short sword. That's why. Yeah. Oh, we got the goblin sword. Let's do that. Let's. He does like his goblin stuff. Look at that. That's way better. Just a giant shiv is all this thing is. Did they just kill each other? They did. The fire and ice mages just killed each other. Hey. I'll take the soul gem. Does she have one too? A dark vial belt. We'll take that. That's a good find. Let's see how it looks. Probably not going to look as good as I'm expecting. Aesthetics are everything. Yeah, doesn't quite fit the character. Yeah, I think we're gonna have enough pelts and hides with all that we're picking up here. Oh, we're gonna be over encumbered. That weighs 4. All right, we can't take any more. Unless I put that vial belt on, which I don't really want to do. So let's see, we're at 3 hours, 40 minutes. Oh. Immersive hold borders. Farmhouse chimneys, immersive hole borders fixed. Occlusion. I think I did save right before that. Let me see here. Let me refresh. I don't know why it's showing my bitrate down. I have no drop frames. Let me go back into put it back to 6. We'll see if it's any better. Yeah, I've been messing around with the bitrate just to see where the sweet spot is with this, but I think it's just something on Twitch's end. I don't know if anybody else has that happen, but for me it shows like always at the bitrate. It's either like really good or really not, but then I don't have drop frames or anything, so who knows. Alright, let's see where we're at here. Alright, Keldor, where do we save you? Like, that image of the Emperor was sort of like what I was going for, except with a little bit bigger beard. Yeah, we're right here. Well, you know what? Let me do this. We're under 4 hours. I've already got to save. Let me quit out. We'll call it here, because I was going to take a break, but then I'm looking at the time, and it's like, I don't want to be up all night doing it. Let me see if I can mute this here. Mute it. I can't tell. Alright. Big Head is playing Skyrim too. Everybody else is playing Oblivion. Oh, would you guys rather go over to somebody playing Oblivion? Totally up to you. Ah, thanks, man. I appreciate it. Yeah, it's like I said, it's good to be back with the character that I can hopefully draw out for a while. And then, in between days, I could do a little bit more writing. I may also switch back to Edge while I'm in here too, because I'm running Firefox as my new browser. I was actually having browser issues with Edge itself. When I was going through the guide, like the browser wasn't working the right way. I don't know if anybody else has Edge issues, but I don't have Chrome on here. When I built this PC, I left Chrome off. So I've been running Edge the entire time, but then everybody's saying, "Oh, we'll use Firefox," and I'm getting used to it because I remember using this way back when, and it was always pretty solid then too. So what's Feral playing? Let me see here. We can go over to Feral's here. I use Edge. Fuck myself on their BS. Really? So you're like the opposite. Yeah, everybody was telling me that that Firefox was sort of the way to go. I mean, I've got them both on here now. I mean, I could swap back and forth. It doesn't matter. But Edge was definitely causing me issues. And when I checked it in Firefox, it was okay. So who knows? And I didn't want Chrome. Like, Chrome was a resource hog for me. So anyway, We'll hop on over to Farrell, see what he's up to over in. He's playing the remaster. It's like 54 months for me over there, sub-anniversary. Yeah, I'm probably gonna raid and run. I'm gonna grab some food, but show him some love, guys. And I will probably be back tomorrow, but earlier. Won't be as late. Earlier in the day. I trying to start by like 10 or 11 a.m. Now that I'm gonna be back on a regular Skyrim schedule, so around then. So if you can make it, cool. If not, I will see you soon. Everybody else, enjoy your week. Take care. Peace.
Get rid of Mage, he's the summoner.